Hello and welcome back to growNglow. My name is Pascal. I have reviewed this Aerogarden in depth before. I have it for 6 months now and I've grown lots and lots of different things in it. But today, before I do anything, I am going to turn off the light so you will be able to see it better. Now, so what we're growing in this at the moment is we're growing too much. I am going to explain to you about growing tomatoes and hot peppers. Now, I had some bad luck with them because I went away, I had tomatoes and I went away unexpectedly for a week, and when I came up this thing was empty of water and I lost some. But I rescued this plant and we got about 20 or 25 fruit off this tomato one on this side. This is a newer, fresher one and it's not been neglected and it's going to have lots of fruit on it. As regarding the mini jalapeno, they're not so many, but they grew, but not as well as I would expect it. They were also tied up in lack of water as well, and I didn't trim them enough. So I'm going to give you some advice on growing tomatoes and hot peppers, or even sweet peppers, in the Aerogarden. First and foremost, what you need to do is you need a bigger one. You can do it in the harvest. I've done one in the harvest. For growing tomatoes and these, you really need to prune them in the beginning, and the temptation is not to prune them because they're growing so well. Now you don't need to worry. You can see over here we've got aerial roots. These aerial roots will grow. Now the bar, I've also other stuff growing in here. I have chives in here. They don't take up. The sweet basil, I switched that out, and because it grows so quick, and we put another one in that grows in a matter of weeks. And the chives are slow enough here because it's very hot. But I would advise you to trim it from when it's very young, to prune it back, and then it will be more bushy. But I have too many, I have 2 tomatoes in this, and I have 1 pepper. I don't worry about this, I can pull that out. The chives don't have a lot of roots either, so I'd advise you to, before it starts flowering. Now, when it's flowering, if it already starting to flower, you're going to find it very difficult to cut the flowers. You're saying, oh, I'm cutting tomatoes. This is the second one I'm growing here. It is full of flowers and they all look healthy. Now, while you have it inside, you mightn't have any flying insects to fertilize the flowers. So what you do is you give the plant a good shake like this, right? Because they're self-fertilizing, right? When the flowers are open, you can use a cotton bud. I use that outdoors sometimes when I have a screen up. I'll go from one to the other with a cotton bud or something like that to help it along. But that's not usually a problem. This one, I'm going to keep this one. It's there for about 4 months, and as I said, we got fruit off it, but it suffered while I was away that time. Partially, not irreversible, but near enough, and there is flowers growing on it. The main thing you need to do is you need to keep this one topped up. You need to put the fertilizer in every 2 weeks. While they are flowering, you can put in a little bit of calcium. If you can get some calcium and dissolve it down, or some of the other micronutrients along with the Aerogarden fertilizer. So growing them, it's a lot more difficult than growing your basils and all these other ones. You could give it a try. These, I am not sure if these are hybrid or not, F1 hybrid or what they are, but I am going to use the seeds of them. They are not so hot. The jalapeno are not so hot, but the others are fine, and I expect to get maybe about 100 fruit off this one because I'm going to look after it. And when I go away the next time, I'm going to tell somebody to keep it topped up. You need to keep it up. Sometimes the dial on the front doesn't tell you when it's gone from high to medium, but it always tells you when it's gone down too low. So I advise you to top it up while it's growing every 2 days. Top it up with I top it up with cold water because of the heat here, and you should get a nice crop. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video or any of our other videos here on growNglow, please subscribe.